are consumed by jealousy. Hello, and welcome back to My Last Vinyl, the show where I like vinyls, I buy vinyls, and this is My Last Vinyl. This is Viagra Boys by Viagra Boys, and I got this for 359 crowns, which is this much. It has a very odd album cover, but I really like it because it is something that I can put up on my shelf. At the moment I have stuff in this similar style, just being odd album covers that catches your attention. If we look closer at all of this, this is the back of the vinyl, or the cover, sorry. They have little pictures and the album title, the group's name of course, and then the track list at the bottom there. The inner sleeve looks something like this. It's also funny because they are Swedish and they keep most of their work within Sweden, it seems like. So there's a lot of Swedish names on here. It's nice to see. You know, when you recognize the names on something, not because you know the people, but just, oh, there's an When I went to buy this vinyl, the cashier by the register told me that, oh, you're lucky because we had some of the limited edition one left. So it's a nice color as well. And I hadn't even looked that up. I had just recently heard this and got so hooked that I needed to get it instantly. I just went there and bought the one that they had. But I am so happy that I got the limited edition one. I wouldn't buy more for a limited edition one, but this color was... It's almost like I would have if I had the selections and the price difference wasn't too bad. Because this is what it looks like. It's blue! Not much more to say about it. But we have the track list as usual. The middle of this not at all obscene album cover. And just side A and side B. And like I said, I wouldn't care to chase getting this one, but the fact that it's blue with a little bit more texture on it, that's a real bonus. I don't think it would have been as nice if you only had that one turquoise color, like a solid color on it. The way it is now, I really like it. And my top tracks, if I have to, are Man Made of Meat, because it's catchy. Very catchy chorus. The whole song is just I can listen to this, you know? Then we have Medicine for Horses, and it's actually girlfriend approved, which is a bonus, because we have that in our collaborative Spotify playlist. If you translate it, it's called Car Accident or Car Joy, because in Swedish those are just one letter away from each other. And this is an approved track, and it's really cozy to just put on. I instantly get calmed by this one. And then finally we have Uno 2, and I just think this is a funny one. It gives me a little giggle every time I listen to it, and the rest of the tracks are honestly just as amazing. I don't think there's any track that I dislike. There are parts of some tracks that I don't like as much that may bring the song down a bit, but there's actually no track that I need to skip. I talked about this on the Little Sims record, Lotus. It's basically a perfect vinyl album, meaning that there's no songs that I would like to skip, and what makes it a perfect vinyl album due to that is because it's a pain to skip a song on a vinyl. So this album was my first impression of Viagra Boys. I had of course heard about them, because first of all Swedish, also, my dad listens to a bit more alternative music than just the casual, and then this has been mentioned. And I also like watching Turning the Tables, which is a show on YouTube where a dad and a son listen to music together. Even though I've now gotten used to more odd music, this one really challenged my music taste, because it's not similar to the stuff that I used to listen to, and this was actually my gateway into that more obscure genre. And I'm not saying that this is the most odd ever, not from Viagra Boys and not from the music scene overall, of course. It's still very easy to get into as long as you're curious to get to know this type of music. But it was still eye-opening enough for me to explore deeper and find what level of odd I enjoy. And you can really tell that they know this type of music and how to mix it, because some other artists who I have listened to try to like copy a genre or whatever, or take inspiration from it, but they only know how it sounds and not how it's built up. But Viagra Boys, they know this genre. They know how to build it up, how to make it fit together, and in the end, how to mix it. Because if you don't mix it right, this type of music really just ruins your headphones. A fun little bonus that I added on my list over here is that I really like this font. It cannot be used for every type of album cover, but this one fits it really well. And my friends always call me nerdy about that stuff, but I like fonts and I like noticing it and I like comparing what makes it work and what doesn't, and this one works. But like I said, all of these songs weren't perfect to me, but most were. I had some points that pull it down, and one of those were, and the specific one that I've actually pointed out in my list here, the I need help, financial help screaming part on Best in Show, because it comes toward the end of a song, I believe, and it doesn't really help that it's toward the end of the album either, because then I'm more prone to skipping it when I'm listening to it on Spotify or whatever. But I really don't need that part where he's yelling, I need help, I need financial help, I need blah, 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 blah. It's just a bit too much for me. But to just weigh out the negativity there, I like to say that the facts part on You Need Me, or I should say facts, so ridiculous. It's like, the last Japanese soldier surrendered and blah blah blah, and something more, and then he says, did you know that most pilots die in pilot school? And then right as the music kicks in again, you can hear him, I think. And it's a simple joke, but it makes me giggle every time, and I'm like, yeah, that's what it needs. It needs a little bit of jokes, and having this type of genre where it's so much sound and everything, and balancing out the jokes to not make it ridiculous, but make it entertainable, entertaining. That's what I personally need from this genre. I don't believe I have much more to say about this album, other than that you should go and listen to it, and if you enjoy this one, then please go explore the rest of their music. I haven't delved into it much, but I've heard Cave People, I think it's called, and the one that has the song Worms on it. I can't remember it right now. I need to check. I can't be that guy who says, oh, you know, the album that has that one song on it. Can't seem like I'm playing his playlists, you know? Street Worms is the name, so I was almost close. And Cave World. So I was half off on both of them, so I got one right. That was Viagra Boys by Viagra Boys. Go give it a listen if you haven't already, and thank you for watching this video. My plans were to record another type of video today, but I didn't get the time to finish up the script, and it's an important one for me, where I'll be talking about why I got tired of streaming and everything like that, and how I pretty much burnt myself out for no reason. And I want the script, or at least my talking points, to be everything I want to have said about it, so that I can put the video out there and then I can have it said. I don't want to make a part 2. So I'm working on that at the moment, and I just wanted to tell you that because I had other plans. But luckily I have a long list of vinyls that I keep buying. I got one home just yesterday, and I think that's like 5th in the queue after this one. I'll do these as long as it's fun and as long as you're enjoying them. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a good Christmas, because next video is on 14th January. So have a nice holidays and New Year and everything, and take care of each other. And I'll see you in 2026. That's pretty crazy to say. Make sure to subscribe and like and comment whatever you have to say about this, since that helps pull in more viewers. Or just comment whatever. Also, if you didn't know it yet, I also make music, and you can check that out in the link below. I'm called mgrain on all platforms. But please check that out, because I have a whole other social page for that, so you may have missed it if you're not on Instagram all the time. Goodbye.